I'm so happy that Reno 911 is still keeping that ball rolling after coming back with the Quibi season. And this special is a lot of fun. But I mean, how did it all sort of come about for you all to come back for this one?
We had been shooting the last season of the show and doing it successfully in sort of a lockdown COVID situation. And to be honest, we thought, why don't we? There must be millions of abandoned cruise ships sitting around right now during this pandemic. Why don't we just rent one for like what could they be, $4? And take it to the Bahamas and just like make a movie on it. And Paramount said, would you like to do, a special? And we said, yes, we're going to totally do it on this cruise ship to the Bahamas. That's $4. And then turned out they're not $4. And so we ended up on the Queen Mary, but it was a bit of a roundabout way. But we're glad it happened.
Yeah, did anybody, I mean, what was it like for everybody else here to sort of get on that cruise ship and sort of bring these characters back for a feature-long special?
Let me say this. This group of people will always and forever have me at hello. I don't care what it is. And I felt like, it's exactly as it should be. And when we were not on the air, I took the task to just keep emailing everybody and going, let's put the band back together. Let's get back together, y'all, And I feel like sometimes like you can manifest things. Okay. So I was so happy to get back in my booty and my baby hair.
Oh, yeah.
With these guys.
We are going French Canadian gymnastics. We are doing Le Petit Cirque du Soleil Reno, and Niecy will be there, jumping from the high tower into water.
Reno on Ice, starring Niecy Nash. No, Niecy should take full credit. She should take full credit. Yep. She does get full credit. She is the one who's been up in our Tom and Ben and I saying, hey, poke, poke, poke. And yeah.
And here we are.
So then, Ian, what was it like for you getting to take part in the first feature length version for the group since you came on late in the run?
I actually took place in the first feature length. I was an FBI agent.
Okay.
I was someone who thought they were a bunch of idiots. And,
now you are one of the idiots.
Now I'm one of the idiots. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, then, in that sense, what was it like being on the other side of the spectrum, the line, I guess?
It's great. I'm kind of the opinion of Niecy. This is one of my favorite things to do. It's everything I love in acting and nothing I hate. What do I hate is sitting around and waiting for things to get relit and, having one line and having to shoot the scene 30 times to get my one line. Instead, if you work, you're in the whole thing. It shoots quick. It's all fun. And they're a great bunch of people. I feel so lucky to have, gotten into this. I get there and there's no egos. It's really fun. Everyone's nice, and it's the best job I have.
And bigger trailer, better snacks. So there's that.
That is the only thing that hasn't been true so far. But everything else is great.
Next time.
So, Kerri, I'll kick my next question to you. When I spoke with everybody else earlier, they were telling me how Paramount was the one who presented you with QAnon for the subject. And so I'm curious what that was like for you, to have the studio ask for a specific subject in comparison to sort of letting you guys roam free with whatever you wanted.
I would say the first word that comes to mind is unprecedented. I have not heard of that before. Hey, would you like to do this project for us? Here's the title. It sort of reminded me of like English class when they would give you a prompt for an essay. My first reaction was like, well, that's not going to work. I mean, of course, we'll try it. We'll spend a week in the writer's room and see what happens. And I would say within 20 minutes, we came to something that we're really happy about. And then we became enthusiastic about it and brought it to the group. So it was odd. It was a different way, but I see why they did it. It's definitely a concept you kind of have to jump on, and it's time. And I think I'm really proud of the product, and we had a lot of fun with it. So
What was it like for everybody else here to sort of hear about what the subject was going to be and then learn, or see the writing as it was unfolding?
Grant, let me say something.
Sorry.
We when we show up, we don't care what it's about. And there's not a lot of writing. It's just like, go stand over there and say something funny. There wasn't
no writing.
That, and it doesn't matter what they told us to go do. We are going to have a good time doing it because it's how we roll. And I can say this. One thing I love about this cast is that nobody is pretentious here. And we've gone on to all have beautiful careers and beautiful things that we've done. If you see somebody doing something, we'll tweet it out. We'll comment on their page. And I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of my cast members. When I hear Carlos in the cartoon or see one of my cast members somewhere doing something, I'm like, we rock. Like, man, we doing it, and we still come back together and love on each other and make funny content for the world, and that is a gift.
Yeah, I concur with Niecy. It's our favorite dog park. Our cast is our favorite dog park. Hey, sniffing each other's butts. Yeah, you're cool. This is fun.
Yeah, it totally meets my criteria. As I've gotten older, if it's not fun, it's like, why bother? And I actually I get tons of auditions. I'm like, no, job offers.
And I go to other shows and people, everybody, everyone has an opinion on the script. Everyone has an opinion on, this or that scene, this director, this whatever. This truly is the only group that I know that literally on the day, the cast will show up, and I feel like Tom and Ben and I could say, okay, everyone put on a Speedo. We're going to get in this kiddie pool. I don't know.
Add the whipped cream.
Let's shave. If you feel like shaving your head in the scene, that's great. If you don't, and I feel like people, like everyone just great, rolls up their sleeves and just goes for it. And I don't know another group of people that happens with. And especially there's been plenty of chances for people to say no, thank you over the 21 years that this show has spanned. And I'm just so grateful everyone keeps coming back to play.
And the other thing that still blows my mind is that there are people in this world of note who reach out to us and say, I want to be on the show. We're like, what? Come on.
Yes. Social media has really helped that out a lot too. But, it's important for people to know, not everyone does know yet, that all dialogue is written by the cast. So we may come up with the concept. Obviously, when it's a feature length something, it has to have a beginning, middle, and an end, more so than the show, which is more like sketches. So we know the idea of what's going to happen, but how we're going to get there, every single word, every single interaction, no idea till we're on set. So that's all. Every word coming out of every cast member's mouth is theirs.
And that just goes to show the talent that you all have, that you can just make every scene hilarious through that. And
we have great editors.
One of my favorite things about this film too was the musical sequence, which I felt was like one of the most grandiose things you guys have done so far in the franchise. What was it like coming up with that and then actually, preparing for it?
I think we liked the idea that there would be something, we at the end of the day, we said, what is the difference between this an episode of this show and the special? What is going to elevate it? So we need to get them out of the sheriff's station. We need to get them out of Reno, first of all. Cruise ship felt big, feature style, and music elevates it. You don't see music in the show. So that's how it came about. How people felt about doing it, I don't know.
Kerri, I was so nervous when I realized that we had to sing, because I'm the one in the group who does not sing anything. And I was so nervous. And then you know what came back to me? I said, girl, with this cast, you played Madison Square Garden and opened up for Fleetwood Mac. Go on and sing your song.
We did. For some reason, Reno Live, we opened up for Fleetwood Mac at Madison Square Garden. That happened.
And so when I remembered that, I was like,
One thing that was fun for me is that I decided that Jack Declan would get transported by the music and enjoy himself, which is a rare occurrence.
Awesome.
There is nothing more fun to watch than Declan just being wholesome and happy.
And Garcia right by his side, because those are two pretty angry guys, and we're just having such a blast banging on pipes together.
No, y'all don't do happy. Y'all don't do happy.
No, I don't do happy very well.
It was a nice change of pace to see that. And so I know with Quibi shutting down that you guys had moved to Roku, but I had talked with everybody earlier and they said that there is still more in the can. So I'm curious, can we, when we might be able to start seeing more after the special?
Right soon after the new year. I don't know if they're announcing the date yet, but you won't have to wait very long. And there's so much good stuff coming. I can't wait for sometimes I think about an episode and I go, oh, people haven't even seen that yet. So, it's so nice to have all this material for people.
There's something Cedric does in that season that's just
tour de force.
It's a tour de force. It could be a special. It could be a half hour. It was so freaking funny. It's literally a one-man show that he does.
I will say that about a lot of what the cast does in this show. We sit, Tom and Ben and I, and watch hours of this in editing. You guys will do it and then you don't see it till it airs. I laugh out loud every single time, every take, everything. And then the angst of having to cut things for time, these like precious jokes. This group is more talented than you even get to see on screen. It's really, really,
when you
really,
guys have
really
done the
true.
DVDs, do you have tons of extras? I don't think I've watched them. Do you have endless? Yeah, because it seems like
but they're
so
not,
many.
But they
outtakes.
don't do the DVDs so much anymore. So the outtakes, in fact, we had outtakes from this movie that were saying like, do you guys want the extras from the special? But there's like not a lot of place to put things like that anymore.
We are hiring Peter Jackson in a film crew next season. And you're going to see a great idea. I think we're going to.
Yeah, in like 40 years, we'll unearth all of that material.
Well, hopefully that all gets to come to the light someday, whether it's 40 years or a couple months from now. And I can't wait to spread the word about this one. Thank you guys all so much for taking the time to chat. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Grant.
Thank you, Grant.